Alright, what's poppin' YouTube? Big Trig coming back at you. I'm going to first start off this video by telling you a little bit about myself. I'm just an average guy. I have no type of tactical or technical training on firearms besides the basics. Firearms are just a hobby of mine. I like to shoot just recreationally whenever I can find ammo. I'm a bladesmith. I make knives as a hobby. Yeah, there's nothing really much to say about myself. I'm just your average Joe. This is the Polymer80 Glock 19 Gen 3. First off, I'm going to start off by clearing the firearm. Ammo's to the side over here. And as you can see, there's no magazine in it. I'll just start off by saying I prefer Polymer80 over Glock OEM. First, the grip, like how the grip feels in my hand, and then secondly, the stippling. OEM Glocks don't come with this type of stippling. It's a really nice, grippy, it's like skateboard grip tape, but it's still smooth enough to not tear up your skin. I did purchase this. I didn't build it. It was $5.50 at my local FFL. Really couldn't pass that up. It's completely stock. I also added this ZevTech magwell. This magwell is not made specifically for 19s. It's made for full size, like Glock 17s or Glock 34s. But I like it on here because it pushes my hand up into that double undercut, and I get the same grip every single time I go to draw it. The gun comes with these memory pads on both sides. I did do the very scary thing that a Glock owner can do, and I stippled it myself. Only right here, though. That's for my thumb. It bites into my thumb easier. I can retain and mitigate the recoil more easily. It comes with this flat face trigger. It's a polymer shoe and a polymer safety. There's nothing really much to say on it. I prefer flat face over, say, like OEM. Here's what it looks like. Really nice audible and tactile reset. The creep up to the wall, it's not that bad. It's not that good either. Like I said, it's completely stock. I want to switch this out with a different trigger, like a CMC or even maybe just a pyramid trigger from Glock store. It roughly has a 3 to 4 pound trigger. I polished the trigger bar and the trigger connector, and I also polished the rails. This firearm comes with steel sights, steel stock sights. It's a blacked out serrated rear with a nice bright white dot up front. It's really easy to acquire your sights, even in low light situations, especially if you have a flashlight. I have a TLR7A. With the strobe function deactivated. I prefer just a straight beam, like that. This is the version 2, and how you know that is on the version 1, it came with plastic rails, and apparently they weren't really that good. I mean, figuring since they were, polymer. It's kind of hard to tell, but I did polish both sets of rails. Yeah, this is just a really good firearm, especially completely stock. I haven't modified anything on it, like I said, besides the connector. Like I said, I'm not a professional, and everybody has a review out on these. If you're looking for a more in-depth review, I do recommend looking at Tactical Toolbox's videos. He builds these as content, and that's pretty much how I found out about these. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I can't necessarily say anything else much on it. The magazines, they're Polymer80 magazines. You get 2 of them when you purchase the firearm, and they're just like the Glock mags with the steel lining. I prefer OEM magazines, either Polymer80 or Glock OEM, over, say, like Magpul PMags or even ETS mags, mostly for like range day. I do carry with Federal HST Tactical Plus P 124 grain. I prefer either Federal HST or Spear Gold Dot, but I just hop on the bandwagon. What can I say? I'm a Glock boy. As a beginner gun owner, I purchased my first legal handgun last year, like a week before COVID was announced, and that was a Glock 48. I do not recommend those, especially if you're a first-time gun buyer. Those are mainly for concealed carry, but that's a whole other topic. Coming from a beginner gun owner, I highly recommend it. I'm also just a Glock fanboy. This review could be biased. Do I recommend this firearm? Yeah, actually I do. Like I said, it's been reliable. I have 200 rounds through it as of right now. It's really hard to find ammo during this pandemic. It's a hard knock life nowadays. That pretty much does it for the review of the Polymer80 PF940C. If you have any advice for me, just leave a comment. Like the video if you want. I don't really care. I'm up for any type of advice, suggestions, constructive criticism. I don't really care. Just leave the hate out. That's all I really ask for. So yeah, guys. Stay tuned. I'm going to try and keep on uploading maybe once a week. I do have a full-time job and a fiance. It's hard to juggle making videos and doing daily life shit. I will be doing reviews on mainly weapons, firearms, blades. My main choice for less lethal self-defense tools are expandable batons, so I'll be bringing a couple of reviews on a couple of my batons that I have. My next video you guys should be looking out for, I'll be reviewing my big Mammo Jamma Bowie knife by Cold Steel. So stay tuned for that. In the meantime, stay strapped, don't get clapped. I love you guys. Peace.